All right, it is 7 o'clock, so I will invite us to start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Terry Reed. Present. Chad Melander.
Here.
Bill Niemeyer.
Here.
Ryan Hardley.
Here.
Ethan Maple.
Present.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I didn't want you to feel all alone. All right, we're all here. Good news. Moving on to claims, we're looking to approve APVs number 28076 through 28148.
I'll make a motion to approve APVs 28076 through 28148 as presented in our backup materials.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Chad and Bill. Any conversations?
I had a funny laugh when I was reading this one. I already shared it with Chief, but for the first time, normally it's just like, police vehicle repair, but I read and it said, it named one of our officers and said signature service.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? So I'm getting ready to text Chief, and I'm sorry I'm taking everybody's time with this. I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, why does he think he's so special? And then I was like, hold on, let me read the rest of these first in case there's anything funny in there. And then I realized everybody did it, so it must be some different way that they're sending that bill in. But either way, it made me laugh.
Signature service.
Yeah, I wanted to share
Doing
it.
the best.
So,
If nothing else, we have fancy
Oil
officers.
change.
they have signature service.
It's a fancy word for oil change.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so the motion has been made and seconded. No further conversation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion passes. Thank you. Moving on to the minutes from our July 16th meeting. Looking for a motion to approve those.
I'll make a motion, we adopt our town council minutes from July 16th.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. Ryan and Terry, any changes, adjustments, comments? All those in favor of adopting the minutes from July 16th, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And that passes as well. We do create space on our agenda before we kind of jump into the business section for public comments on anything on the agenda. Limit to 3 minutes. If that's something you would like to comment on, please step to the podium and share your name, address if you're in town, or organization if you're not. Going once. Moving on. Old business, bringing the amendment of the animal ordinance. We spent some time on this and trying to get it to a place where we know that it's at least workable for our town and the citizens who own pets. Bottom line is we realized that our old ordinance was creating problems for some because it was outdated and needed a little bit more space in it. So that's been in front of us. It's been posted on social media. It's been posted on our website for community conversation and feedback. So we are at a point where we can take action on it, I believe. I don't think we've approved it at all yet. So we've just had conversations. So if we're at a point where we want to make an initial motion to approve this ordinance, we can do so, or any other conversation that you all have.
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 080625A.
I will second that motion.
Any further discussion?
Well, just briefly, because this has been an item that was before the council, we certainly, all of us, received an education that we didn't know that we even needed. But, and I don't know, I think it was either Ryan or Chad who said it best. You know what? A python isn't my thing. And we were so ready to act in a manner that would have just banned pythons. And we had no idea whatsoever. And one of the, most attended meetings was because of the animal ordinance and the snake and reptile and ferrets and whatever else are out there, proponents, came in force, educated us. The ordinance now doesn't have many of the restrictions that we originally proposed. We've received response because I appreciate what the council did. We received the input, we promised, and we delivered on the promise that before we took any action, we would put that ordinance on our website. Tonight's the first reading. I don't think there's any interest whatsoever in taking a second vote, which also gives folks additional time. But I appreciate greatly the input and the response, the receptiveness of the council to hear that input, because boy, did we get an education.
That's right.
So I just wanted to throw that out there. And I appreciate everybody that had input and comments, because obviously it's an area that we weren't very familiar with. And what I said, either Ryan or Chad, somebody said it best. It's not for me, it's not my thing, but if it's your thing, okay. So there you go.
Any other comments? All those in favor of amending animal ordinance number 080625A, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That passes on the first reading. We'll have a second reading at our next meeting. Moving on to the Architectural Review Committee ordinance. We've had some conversation. We sent it to Plan Commission. I think since we have the opportunity to have the president of the Plan Commission on the council, is there anything you'd like to say about that, Bill?
No,
Okay. So it's an ordinance in which we will establish an architectural review committee. It's been recommended to us from the Plan Commission. Any further discussion before we move to vote on this? None? All right. All those in favor, say aye.
aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
And just for the record, is that, make sure that we know what we just voted on to approve. It's ordinance 080625, and is it C as in Charlie?
Charlie. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
just so that our record is
Got it.
accurate.
Can you repeat that question?
Want to make sure that the ordinance that the council is approving on first reading only is ordinance number 080625C.
No, that was a resolution that from the planning commission that had the C behind it.
Okay.
So what you mean for the architectural committee? Yeah, that is 080625. No ABC behind it.
Perfect, thank you. Again,
But-
I just wanted to make sure that the record was clear that what we just approved was ordinance 080625.
Can
Got
I
it.
ask who made the motion and who did the second? Because I think we went straight to a vote.
Oh,
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 080625.
Chad made the motion.
I'll second that motion.
Bill seconded it. And everybody approved it.
So,
Sometimes we get out of order.
Sometimes you just kind of make it a party out there.
and just so we're clear, this is just approving on first reading. You're not.
Correct.
Okay.
On first reading only.
Correct.
Thank you for the clarification.
Any opposed?
Make that clear, that this is passing an ordinance to form a committee.
Yes, sir. All right, moving on to new business. Our agenda has a selection from council president to serve on plan commission. That selection was made, and Brian Smith was sworn in before the plan commission earlier this evening. The resignation of Ron also meant that I had to make an appointment from the plan commission to the BZA, and I've appointed Nancy Owen to step into that role, and she's accepted that and will be serving on the BZA as well. So those appointments have been made. Moving forward to resolution 080625B, the declaring intent to reimburse expenses. Zach, do you want to speak to that at all?
Sure. This is pretty standard with any bond issuance. The town is able to reimburse its expenses that it incurs for the issuance of that bond. It uses the bond proceeds to do that. So it can be used to pay engineering costs, legal services, things of that nature.
Thank you. So with some of the projects in the future of town, we wanted to make sure that we had an opportunity, should expenses we're incurring now that come out of a different pocket, we can reimburse those pockets with monies that are available for those projects moving forward. Any questions from council? We're looking for a motion to approve resolution 080625B.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I will second.
Thank you, Ryan and Chad. Any other questions, comments? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That resolution passes. Thank you. Next on my list is an acceptance of donations. Who's going to give us money?
Well, you have received a bunch of money.
Sweet.
A bunch.
It's the police K9 fundraiser that we had was a golf event. Total donations were $20,046. Wow. And out of that, we had cost of $6,570.74. So your net proceeds, net donations are $13,835.26, thanks to a wonderful turnout and very supportive residents that all support the K9 program through the police department. That was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, special shout out to Officer Patton and Officer Whitaker for everything they
Absolutely.
do to put that on. Second golf outing for this. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it, and I'm pretty upset about it. But
Darn
this is
boating
awesome.
accident.
Make the next one.
Oh, I'll be at the next one.
We give a huge thanks to all our sponsors, all of our golfers,
Yeah.
especially the ladies that helped out. They're not taking any credit. They sat there all day and did a lot of work for us. So it was a very good day. Got to meet a lot of good people out there. It was a fun day.
It was awesome.
It was.
And it allows us to support the police department, the K9 program. And yeah, the funny thing is that as a council, you have to officially accept the donation. So that's what this little piece of paper will do, and we'll have you sign it later.
That's awesome. I'm sure
amazing.
Chief will be excited that I am making a motion to accept the donation from the K9 golf outing.
I'll second that fine motion.
All right. Any other comment? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. That donation has been accepted. Moving on to our bond council engagement. Zach, are you speaking to that too, or?
I'll let you take the lead on that. This is something that also falls underneath the ability to reimburse. So yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
straightforward. And
Yeah. So when we look ahead specifically, kind of some of the projects we have on the horizon, some of the Kroger conversations that we're having specifically down the road, we have other projects that we're looking at as well. We want to make sure that all things are done right, especially with the paperwork and all of the changes that need to be made to that. There's expenses to that, and we want to make sure our lawyers are involved in every one of those pieces. And so that's what that engagement letter and relationship's all about. Council, any conversations related to that?
I'll make a motion that we approve Kroger Gardis and Regis Bond Council engagement for the Kroger project.
I'll second that motion.
All right. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That is approved. We also have a bond council engagement from Crone.
And that's actually should have read financial advisory or municipal advisory rather than bond council, because bond council has to do the legal part.
Yeah, there are
that should-
financial
They're financial municipal advisors.
I'll make a motion that we accept the municipal advisory engagement for OWK for the engagement for the Kroger project.
I'll second.
Thank you. Sir?
Yeah, my question is the bonds that you're talking about for that project, is that for infrastructure? Is that what the bonds were rolled for?
Yes, it would be for infrastructure that will be required for that project.
For that project?
Yeah, actually, these two are just for the services. These two here are just for the services.
They're for the services.
Correct, but
the
ultimately-
bond,
But they're ultimately from the bond that was
Yes.
funded for infrastructure, not for necessarily tip money or back giving money to Kroger. It's for our portion of what we're going to support by them coming, correct?
Yeah, actually, Kroger is going to pay for the infrastructure as of right now. So
What's the
And any expenses that the town would incur, it's my understanding, those expenses are paid from the bond proceeds. So it does not cost the town. We are not out of pocket because of that project.
but we want counsel because there's some adjustments to some of the agreements and paperwork, especially over in that PUD and the other things that are going on there. Our counsel protects us in that process, but those, as Bill mentioned, are paid through Kroger.
And also for the record, that bond project hasn't even started. So there's a long, complicated process that we'll go through. There'll be a lot of opportunities for input, but that is not a bond that has already been approved. Right now, we're just getting the services to even consider it.
Does that answer your question?
So then, from what I gather, what you're saying, that it's the town currently, that money's gonna come out of the town budget until those bonds are
In place.
put in place?
And then
And then
that's what that
reimbursed.
reimbursement resolution allows then to pay it out of the bond.
So basically, what we're doing is going ahead and paying our vendors currently to keep them up to date while we're waiting for the bond project.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely correct.
Yes, sir. The motion is before us. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? All right. Any items,
May I ask, I'm sorry, but there was a lot going on and I couldn't keep up with the notes. Ryan made the motion. Terry, were you the one who seconded?
she was.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Then I got it. Thank you, sorry.
okay.
Nope, you're fine.
Any other conversations, council items that you want to bring up or discuss as a team as we are meeting tonight?
It is going to be busy moving forward. We have been in conversation with Kroger. We're still working on ideas outside of Kroger. So there's going to be a lot of upcoming meetings for all the committees that we have. It's going to be a busy, I would say, next 12 months, very busy next 12 months for this council and all the committees. So looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Anything else from council? Any legal updates?
Yeah, just a real quick update. We've been working with the town on a policy for body cam video requests. I understand the town gets quite a bit of them. It takes a lot of chief's time and energy sorting through those, finding the video that's requested, redacting anything that can't be released. So we're working with the department on putting together, we have a policy put in place, and we're looking into whether we need to approve that policy by ordinance or not. But state statute does limit the fee that you can charge to $150 per request. So I wish it was more with the time that chief puts in putting those together, but we are limited by state statute. So been working on that recently, and that's what I got tonight.
Does the statute limit, like, because I could say, hey, I want chief's body cam footage for August.
You get, yeah, reasonable particularity is,
Okay.
A specific event.
yeah, a time, place, event.
Yeah, we're running into, we get some random ones, and I have a feeling what it is, it's people want to put them on their YouTube pages, like commercially. So we need to try to find a way to even block our commercial use usage. I think Cumberland had something.
Yep.
Where, you know, we're not just gonna release it to you. There's a lot of redaction. I had a 14-minute video that I requested the other day and just went through the redaction process. I was 2 hours into it just to be able to, you know, redact voices, cover faces. It's time consuming. So that's kind of where we got into where we needed to put something in place to kind of protect our time for incidents.
Right. Makes sense.
Do you have a bloopers reel? Never mind. Let's move on.
No, keep going. No,
Say
we
more.
got time.
Say more.
Anybody got anything?
All right, department reports. Jim?
Just sent council, the PUD amendment for the draft for Kroger's. I had one there today. You should have that draft ready by Friday, and then they'll have it at the next meeting here in August. So that'll give you just something to look over. I actually have the, old PUD in my office if you want to compare it, but I think, you know, it's pretty explanatory, the extra 48 acres. And what else gonna go in there, especially the gas pumps, which was not in the first PUD, so I think that was the biggest part of it. Monday, Tuesday, we're pouring a slab on the SBR, pit back there.
Right.
Is it Friday?
Fine,
It's the 15th.
the ninth,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Kyle's, it's 196 trucks,
It's full, yeah, 220
Yes.
trucks.
so it's about a mile and a half of concrete trucks lined
Wow.
up out there, so it's gonna be a pretty big event, so we're gonna get it all done in one day, so. I think
They're
we're gonna start
shooting for 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
to 2 p.m. So try to stay away from Bittner Road.
How will that have we communicated anything with our schools?
So yes,
Yeah,
yeah, they're going to have the school road shut down.
Okay.
They're going to have a flagger at 450.
Oh.
They're going to have a flagger at the plant. So
they laid out a pretty good diagram, how to stack the trucks, so, and they've got extra employees for that.
Just stay off this part of 450, right?
Exactly. So, yeah. Hub might be upset. I'll track it. Yeah, one other thing is, you know, Steve and I, we had a meeting with NDOT, Brian, if I could ask.
Mhm.
One of them was about the wellness center, the right of ways. The other one was about this, retainer wall. And we found out that that retainer wall is in the NDOT right of way. You still have to get a permit to fix it. My thing is, if it's our property to fix, if we hit the guardrail in front of Lions Club, NDOT will take care of that. So I'm not sure why they don't take care of this wall. It is in the right of way. My thing is, we don't have insurance for it. If we had a non-insured motorist hit it, is the town responsible for that wall at this point? That's $40,000 hit just on the wall, so.
you did have a conversation with NDOT about that. It is in the right of way.
Yeah,
And they installed it.
They installed it, they, you know,
Yeah, I gave you those documents where they had the temporary.
right. So you kind of built a structure. I get, like he said, well, it's like grass, you have to maintain your right of ways, you know, but that's a structure, you know, so I'm like, that's a pretty expensive structure. Is that something the town needs to look at?
Did they deny? Since it's theirs, did they?
It's ours.
They just said it's in, even though it's in their right of way, it's the town's responsibility to fix.
Or technically, it's the
So-
landowner's responsibility, which would be a homeowner. That's a pretty big event to put on the homeowner to fix, so.
Well, I don't know if they constructed it,
Yes. They did.
which I'm understanding they did, and the homeowner didn't pay for it. The homeowner didn't ask it, but they put it there,
Yeah.
and they walked away from it. I don't understand why they're not on the hook for it.
That's kind of our take on it.
That was their position. We went into the meeting asking for a little bit of right of way down on 600 West and have that fixed and.
How did the conversation go with 600 West right away?
The wellness center's gonna move there right away. They said it would take 18 months to, get the permit.
Are they on board with that?
The hospital, they're gonna move the entryway. They're gonna move further south. Get it
Okay.
out the right way. So, you know, but the good thing about it is they're gonna, expedite the permits for the wall. No cost for the town.
except for all the cost to fix it.
Oh,
I
God.
know we have to have a relationship with NDOT because
The driver that hit it in the accident report, did they have insurance?
they have.
Yes, I've contacted them and
Which
Well-
is good.
still waiting to hear back.
Well, we'll get reimbursed, we'll get reimbursed for
But
fixing that.
You know, uninsured vehicle, somebody hit it at night.
Well,
But that's, to me, that wall looks like it should be NDOT's.
well, that would be a good question for Zach moving forward, but if we have an insured motorist,
Yeah. We're okay on this one. He took out 2 lights and a wall, so it's about 60 grand.
yeah, but I would say that would be a good question for legal moving forward, but I would say let's continue moving forward. If we have an insured motorist, let's do what we need to do, work with NDOT on this.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out how to proceed forward after this.
I mean, I don't mind the town working with the insurance company and getting the light poles and the wall and contractors out there. We've already had people out there to bid the job, just because I think it will get fixed quicker.
Yeah.
If the town deals with it.
Well, and Steve, I would suggest that in doing so, if you have time involved, that there should be a charge for that as well.
No, we charge labor. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
the insurance company's covering the cost, so figure out how many hours you spend on it.
As soon as I
and-
hear back from the adjuster, like 2 days, 3 days, so I'll try and get them tomorrow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but let's just hope for no accidents, no more accidents there.
100%.
Yeah.
But we had to call authority, but NDOT won't take responsibility of that wall.
We'll figure out how to move forward.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it'll get fixed.
Fair.
Okay.
That's it.
Jim, have you heard anything about the apartments when they're,
17th, call today, and they're gonna have the open house on the 17th. September.
Wait, let's.
Oh,
Which
maybe-
apartments are you referring to?
Yes.
no,
COVID?
Kobe.
The Kobe, yeah.
I actually talked to Kobe today, and by the end of this month, he's gonna have plans, and he'll be meeting the planning as well, so.
he said that,
Yep.
May or June, this is August.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
say late fall, so. this
Okay.
is- Yeah, we're here, so,
end of month.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was on my list.
I think if we don't hear from him by the end of the month or see him in planning commission, maybe we set up a meeting with him.
100%.
Bill. Anything for Jim?
Oh, one roundabout, Terry, how are we on roundabout?
We had a meeting with NOLA.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And she had some very good suggestions, especially that roundabout is so small. And so we should,
Will we get it done this fall?
Probably not. We'll get with Jim.
Okay, somebody threw out the roundabout word, and only because I want to throw out a comment that I think we should have, if it's not currently in our sign ordinance, that no signage is allowed on the interior of a roundabout. That's the first part. I'd like to add that anyone is authorized to remove signage from the interior of a roundabout. I'll feel better because then when those signs disappear, I'm not the only one who might be questioned. But you shouldn't put your sign in the middle of a roundabout.
And it's a right of way station.
And it's even worse when somebody moves it from inside the roundabout to the outside and somebody puts it back.
it's a
No.
good sign too.
Duly noted.
No sign should be placed in the right of way.
Correct. And anybody's authorized to remove such signage.
We're just gonna make a decree.
No, no, that's for a future, I don't know what our sign ordinance currently says, because I apologize, I didn't look at it. But if it doesn't already say it, and I doubt it does because we didn't have a roundabout until recently. Now we have a roundabout, and I don't think, it's a safety issue. There shouldn't be distractions other than a really big rock in the middle of a roundabout. There just shouldn't be.
Typically, when they appear, we take them out, just because if we see like one garage sale, then 2 garage sales, then next thing you know, you're gonna pull in on Monday, and there's gonna be like 16 signs in roundabouts, so.
And some guys that put the signs on the telephone poles about 10 feet high.
Sure.
How do they get that high? They bring a ladder, you think we're just gonna tear it down? Yeah.
I've called those guys several times. They said, wait, stop doing it, and told me to have a blessed day, and then they kept putting it back in, so.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear roundabout without talking about the signs that shouldn't be inside a roundabout.
Fair enough. Steve, do you have anything for us?
Yeah, they just, started the community crossing project in town. They got crack sealing, well, almost done. They did crack sealing down in Cedar Creek condos and over there on West Side Drive. Only they missed about 100-foot, section down to, 52. The next step is gonna be, Dave Romero is coming in with, some patching on 450 West and Jim Road. And then after that, we're gonna do a double macro service on those same roads. With the last session, there was changes made to the community crossing program. It's now capped at $1 million. They bump, typically the first call is in January. They bump this call up to, I think it starts October 1st. So hopefully I'll be getting this project wrapped up this year when I submit the grant for the next project. So we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be a lot more competitive, because I think that 100 million cap is about half of what they've been giving out
Okay.
annually.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Anything for Steve? Chief?
Yeah, first off, thanks, Bill, for helping us get the school signs out. Even though we had the flashing lights for everybody to slow down in the school zones. Once you get past that, people like to speed back up again, but now having those signs out there, it's a nice reminder. I would say probably this week I've noticed pretty decent speeds through there. Everybody's kind of paying attention right now. Secondly, Reserve Officer Brian Wagner has now passed his 40-hour pre-basic required by the state. He now carries law enforcement powers, but he's not going to be released to the road yet, because now he goes into our road school, which he'll go with our field training officers, and he's going to learn more. He's already passed firearms, emergency vehicle operation, package, traffic, criminal law. There'll be a lot more to that. This town's ordinances, our employee handbook, our policies and procedures. So he'll probably have another 200 to 400 hours before he'll be released on his own. He's doing well, smart young man. Good proud of him. August 12th and 13th, police department will be having training at Plainfield. We'll be doing our emergency vehicle operations out there, so we're splitting officers up for those 2 days. So see my chance out in Plainfield to see the Palace police car.
Supposed to be there.
See somewhere else. Other than that, things are going well. That's all I've said.
Okay. Anything for Chief?
Just that I'll pass your message on to Michelle. Those are her signs.
I appreciate it. Do it every year.
I saw.
Not in a roundabout.
I saw Chief
I
heading
like
to
the
work,
sign.
and then I forgot something, so I had to go back home. And I get there, and I get a message from him, and I'm like, "You'll see me again in just a second. I'm heading back." And then when I came back, he had somebody who obviously thought it was a Need for Speed area. So yeah, I can attest that that is happening. Thank you.
Miss Yvonne?
The only thing I have to add to all of today's stuff, so we've started on the budget for 2026. I had the first meeting with Jared, met with Bob and with Steve, since both of them may or may not be able to be at the Finance Committee meeting. Finance Committee meeting will be held on the 19th. That's department heads, 2 council members, Jared, the financial advisor, and clerk treasurer staff. So we'll start massaging that budget some more, and it's up to the council to figure out. can have 2 council members there. Terry and Ethan both might be available if anybody else is interested. So I'd like to know which one of you guys I could include in any follow-up meeting
I'm-
emails.
I am definitely interested, but I do have conflicts that week, so.
Same.
I have it on my calendar, so I can attend.
Okay,
And is it August 19th or September 19th?
August.
August.
Because there'll be many more steps. After, this is the committee meeting. After that, we'll have a workshop that's open to the public. Then we'll have public meetings and hearings galore yet before it's
Yeah.
all finished.
And I know Terry and Chad was at the meeting last year, right? And so I don't know, Terry, if you want to do it again or
And Terry, if you want to, I will gladly defer.
It doesn't matter if you want 2 different people this year. It's up to you.
I was kind of thinking it may be helpful to have some continuity from one year to the next,
I'll do
if you're willing to do so.
I nominate Terry.
All right. Well, Terry and I will plan to be there on the
Perfect.
19th,
Wonderful.
and Bill will serve as the alternate.
All right, bring some sustenance. It's long and dry.
Everybody be healthy.
He fed us last time, so.
There you go.
There you
We
go.
did order some pizza. last
There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
because we
Just
need.
wanted to make sure you guys were taken care
That's
of.
all I have.
Anything else for you, Bob? All right, we have public comments. Any topic? If anybody has anything they'd like to share, now would be the time.
I don't state my name and address, right?
That's
Yes,
it.
please.
You got it.
Orland Mogler, 4348 West 400 South. I noticed some of the weight limit signs are going up. My wife said we should put one on each side of the bridge. On the north side and the south side of the weight. So
Where do we currently have signs?
We have them in advance. We have one out by 52, and we have one down by 400, and then we have an advanced warning sign that is further north of 400 west. And we also put 2 out on 52 directional sign. I just think if you have them too close to the bridge, then you're gonna have, people making that turn, and then we're gonna have a lot of semi-traffic and heavy trucks on like Mill Street and, North Street, stuff like that, that we definitely don't want.
Well, the only other issue with posting them too close to the bridge is, we don't want people thinking that the bridge is weight.
I understand, but I would just ask to comment on.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Thank you. Any other comments? Then moving on to council comments. You're the first name on the list.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Fair enough. The only thing I will offer is a congratulations to New Pal Community Schools on the beginning of the year, and hopefully everything continues to go well for them. Bill?
I want to start by congratulating Main Street on another very successful music event. That certainly is very well received, as shown by the attendance. Also, the next thing I want to talk about, I made a statement this morning to a gentleman who has historically been involved in our town. Orland Mogler, would you come here for just a second? Come up here for a second. Because
Boy.
this morning I made a comment to Orland that having been involved with the planning commission and other capacities with the town, that been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And his response to me this morning was everything except for the t-shirt. So I'm not sure. I have 2 different sizes. If you would, look at those and tell me which size you prefer, because I think that the town needs to finish my statement and give you the t-shirt that you have definitely earned for your years of service to the town. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, I like that.
And the last thing that I want to say is that 37 years ago today was the happiest day of my life. My life. That's all I have to say. Oh, and happy anniversary to my wife. Thank you.
Aw.
They're gonna celebrate this weekend.
Terry,
Oh, that's a tough one to follow.
sorry.
Congratulations, Bill.
I had to follow
Michelle.
his nothing, so
Oh,
that worked
there
out
you
well.
go. Well, happy birthday to Bri. She just had a birthday on Monday, and Ryan is having a birthday next Monday. And I bought a birthday cake, and it's in my refrigerator at home. So,
Nice.
Nice.
Party at Terry's house.
yeah.
Sorry, Dave.
Dave's doing bourbon tasting during too, I heard. Right?
There you go.
Chad?
I just want to caution Bill on promising things like, t-shirts are great. I love that, but don't promise anybody a car or anything. I didn't want to step on that because that was really cool, but
He did not promise.
I did not promise, but I saw an opportunity
I know I'm teasing you.
to
I think that,
recognize.
no, I think it's awesome. It's good to be able to do fun things like this. There's a lot that's going on in the town. I would implore anybody who wants to learn more to ask questions or send emails to us, and we can try to help. I don't want anybody to think any of this is moving too fast on purpose or there's intent there. We talked a lot about timelines associated with business and projects. None of that is meant to do anything other than help facilitate controlled and good growth for our town. So that's my plug to come to these meetings and ask questions. So thank you, everybody. That's all I have.
All right. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And I will second that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
We are adjourned.
Hi.